Good morning, third graders. Today we are going to be reading a book called Ordinary Mary's Extraordinary Deed. And in the next video, there's going to be a link to this book being read to you by the author, Emily Pearson. So I thought it was cool you get to read it or listen to it being read by the lady who wrote it. Now, in Ordinary Mary's Extraordinary Deed, there are a lot of cause and effects, which we have been working on. So we are going to be writing down one of the cause and effects in just a moment so you can get prepared to listen to the story, and you're going to listen for the effect. So I should say I'm going to write the cause down and you can copy it. You need to tell me an effect. Now, for example, I just want to show you one cause and effect in this book before we do our writing. So throughout the book, there's lots of acts of kindness. So this man gets treated kindly by a little boy. So here's an effect of that. So the cause is that this man was treated kindly and feeling good. The effect is that then he gave this lady, Sahar, a bag after hers broke. So he was feeling good and being treated nicely by someone. He wanted to share that kindness towards others. So the effect is that he gave his bag to Sahar after hers broke. Now, when Sahar was feeling happy because she got this brand new bag and she thought it was so kind of this man, she did a kind act. Oops, sorry. So she did a kind act to a lady who was feeling very sad. So then the effect of that is she was cheered up. Okay, so these kind acts get passed throughout, and each one is a cause and effect. So I want you to be listening for that. Now, when you read the book, we're going to be looking at one big cause and effect that I want you to write down. So go ahead and get your green reading and writing packet out. Pause the video if you don't have it with you right now. And you are just going to flip. We did our invisible boy cause and effects last week. If you flip the page on the back here is Ordinary Mary's Extraordinary Deed. And I just put one big spot for cause and one big spot for an effect. So we're going to look, and the cause I want you to write down is Ordinary Mary, and it's spelled right here. So if you're having trouble seeing, you can write it down from there. Ordinary Mary gave her neighbor a bowl of berries. Period. Ordinary Mary gave her neighbor a bowl of berries. This is the first kind act that happens in the book. So everything else that happens in the book is the effect of her doing this. So I do not want you to fill in the effect until the very end of the story. Okay? And you can summarize what happens because of Ordinary Mary's one kind deed. She gave her neighbor a bowl of berries. You can write this down right now and pause the video if you need. Now, I want you to listen through the entire book before you write down your effect. Okay? And your effect does not need to be every little detail in the book. It is just kind of like the theme of the book. What happens throughout the world because of Ordinary Mary giving her neighbor a bowl of berries. Okay? So right here, you'll write kind of a summary of what happened because of her kind deed. So that is the cause, and you're going to tell me the effect when the video is over. Okay, so make sure you have this prepared to write. You have this written down, and you have it prepared to fill in. And you can go ahead and click the next video, which is a reading of Ordinary Mary's Extraordinary Deed. Okay.